From space, Earth is a blue planet. Over 70% of its surface is covered by water. This global ocean shapes our climate, produces oxygen, and supports life from plankton to blue whales. But not all water bodies are the same. Oceans and seas, though often used interchangeably, have key differences. Oceans are vast, deep, and connect continents. Seas are smaller, shallower, and often bordered by land. Understanding these distinctions reveals the complex tapestry of our planet's waters. So what truly separates an ocean from a sea? Let's dive in. Oceans are Earth's largest and deepest saltwater bodies, 5 in total: the Pacific, Atlantic, Indian, Southern, and Arctic. These vast water basins cover more than 70% of our planet's surface, dwarfing the continents and shaping the very face of Earth. Each ocean has its own unique character, climate, and ecosystem, yet together, they form a single, interconnected system that supports life on a global scale. They're not truly separate, but rather regions of one continuous, boundless expanse, defined by their immense scale and astonishing depth. The boundaries we draw are human constructs, while the water itself flows freely, connecting distant shores and cultures. The Pacific alone is larger than all the world's land masses combined, stretching from Asia to the Americas and plunging miles into pitch-black darkness. Its deepest trenches reach over 36,000 feet, a realm where sunlight never penetrates and pressure is immense. Oceans are framed by continents and vast underwater ridges, with powerful currents like the Gulf Stream acting as invisible rivers that transport heat, nutrients, and life across the globe. These currents help regulate our climate, drive weather patterns, and even influence the migration of marine species. Life here is adapted to extremes, from dazzling sunlit plankton blooms that fuel the food web to mysterious bioluminescent creatures thriving in the abyssal dark. Every layer of the ocean, from the surface to the deepest depths, teems with unique forms of life, many still undiscovered. Oceans are the engines of our climate, absorbing heat and carbon, generating storms, and shaping the weather we experience every day. They are the true wilderness of our world, vast and largely unexplored, holding mysteries and wonders beyond imagination. The health of our oceans is inseparable from the health of the planet itself. Protecting these great water basins is essential for the future of all life on Earth. Seas are unique, smaller saltwater bodies, often partially or almost completely enclosed by land. Unlike the vast open oceans, seas hug the edges of continents, forming sheltered environments where land and water meet in a delicate balance. Their boundaries are shaped by coastlines, peninsulas, and islands, creating a patchwork of habitats and microclimates. They're extensions of the world's oceans, but their character is defined by the land that surrounds them, the rivers that flow into them, and the local climates that influence their waters. This makes each sea distinct, with its own personality and ecological story. The Mediterranean, for example, is nearly surrounded by Europe, Africa, and Asia. Its waters are warmer and saltier than the open Atlantic, shaped by centuries of history, trade, and culture along its shores. The Caribbean, bordered by a necklace of islands and the American continents, is famous for its vibrant coral reefs, turquoise tropical waters, and incredible marine biodiversity. Seas are generally shallower than oceans, often spreading over continental shelves. This shallowness allows sunlight to penetrate, nurturing lush seagrass meadows, colorful coral reefs, and a dazzling array of marine life that thrives in these sunlit waters. But their closeness to land also makes them more vulnerable. Pollution, overfishing, and coastal development can quickly disrupt these fragile environments, threatening the balance that sustains them. In many ways, seas are sensitive barometers of our relationship with the marine world, reflecting both our impact and our responsibility to protect these vital waters for generations to come. Oceans and seas differ in 4 main ways: size, location, depth, and connection to land. But these differences go beyond just geography. They shape the very nature of life and climate on our planet. Understanding how oceans and seas compare helps us appreciate the diversity and complexity of Earth's water systems. Oceans are colossal, open expanses that stretch between continents, covering more than 70% of the Earth's surface. They are incredibly deep, averaging over 12,000 feet, with some trenches plunging even further. The vastness of the ocean means that much of it remains unexplored, mysterious, and teeming with life adapted to extreme conditions. Seas, on the other hand, are much smaller and are often partially or almost completely enclosed by land. They usually lie on the shallow continental shelves, making them more accessible and influenced by nearby land masses. This proximity to land means seas are more affected by human activity and environmental changes. For example, the Pacific Ocean dwarfs even the largest sea. The Mediterranean is only a fraction of its size. This dramatic difference in scale affects everything from water movement to the types of species that can thrive there. Oceans host species adapted for vast, deep environments, like giant whales and elusive deep-sea squid. In contrast, seas support dense, biodiverse habitats such as coral reefs and kelp forests, where sunlight reaches the seafloor and life flourishes in abundance. Life in seas is concentrated and closely linked to the land, with fish and other creatures often found near coastlines. Meanwhile, ocean life is spread across immense distances, adapted to the open water and deep, dark depths. These differences shape everything from local weather patterns to global climate, and they influence the incredible biodiversity found in both oceans and seas. The connection between oceans and seas is vital. Each supports and influences the other, creating a dynamic system that sustains life on Earth and connects every continent. Knowing the difference between oceans and seas matters for life, navigation, and conservation. Seas, with their unique conditions, nurture habitats like coral reefs and have shaped human civilization and trade. Today, busy shipping lanes and resource management depend on understanding these waters. Seas are especially vulnerable to pollution and overfishing, requiring targeted conservation efforts. Oceans drive the planet's climate, while seas reflect the health of surrounding lands. By appreciating these distinctions, we can better protect and manage our blue planet. Our future depends on the health of both oceans and seas, each essential, each extraordinary.